Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Minimalist, and today I will be sharing the holdings that I have in Robinhood. Just a little bit about myself. I actually work as a doctor. I don't have any education, any schooling on finance stuff. Most of my learnings in investing has come from books and watching random YouTube videos, which is what I'm making, ironically. So I don't recommend that you follow any of my investing methods. I just wanted to share this is what I do, and if you do agree. And you should do your own research. You should do your own studying to see what's best for you. However, this is what my holdings are. So, uh, if you have any recommendations or if you have any criticism, if anything, just please let me know. So, you can see that today my stocks went up by 50.59, by 0.55%. I have a total of $9,233. In the past week, went up about $6, 0.06%. In 1 month, my stocks went up by $235. In the past 3 months, my stocks went up by $600. Roughly about 7% gain in the past 3 months. However, if I go over here, this is where it gets to look ugly. I have lost about $557 in the past year. At most, I had $10,000, and at the lowest, it had about $8,000. So it's a pretty big difference. Anyways, I think I'm getting back up. So let's get started. Oh, and also one of the things that I also wanted to show you, I started my journey about July of 2018. So all the stocks that I have, it's fairly new. Let's get started. So first stock that I have is VTI, also known as the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. I currently have 6 stocks. Today's return is $2.31, total of 4.61%. In the past month, it's 5%, about 5% gain, about 5% gain in 3 months as well. In 1 year, a little bit rough, but I really didn't have the stock for that long as well. The next one is Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. Basically, I'm gonna put all the ETFs early on my list, high on my list for now. I have 2 shares, $170. I'm sorry, 63 cents. Total return of 5.55%. Next is Vanguard Total International Bond ETF. I have 4 shares, about $219.78, gain of 0.54%. This is actually a new stock for me. I bought this very, very recently, January 25th. So I really haven't had this for not even a month. I basically wanted to buy some more ETFs, something trustworthy. So I went with it was going to be either Vanguard or SPDR, but I went with Vanguard first, and sometime later I might buy more SPDR or more Vanguard. Next is Blackstone. Blackstone is one of the real estate company based in New York. I have currently 6 shares, about 2% return. I do feel like their growth will be pretty good in the future. I do see a lot of movements they're making in New York. It's also a dividend player. They pay back 8%. Yeah, and I'm really looking to buy more of Blackstone Group. Next is Tencent. I have 9 shares. This is one of the stocks that I really do feel like I should have more. $389.92, $12.47. That's about 3.3% return so far. For those who don't know, Tencent is a e-commerce company based in China. Next is Amazon. I actually bought Amazon when Amazon was at its probably one of the lowest point. Let's see. I bought this and I sold. I had actually 2, and I sold one because I didn't know how it was gonna be. But I kind of regret selling it. But it also opened the option for me to buy new stock. So let's see. December 25th is when I bought it. yeah, so I bought it around here, probably at one of the lowest. So right now I have a 17% return currently. Next is Alphabet. I have one share, I'm sorry, $105, about 10% back. I have Alibaba. I really do feel like I should buy more Alibaba as well. It's like the new big e-commerce company in China. Run, yeah, 6.47% return. Next is Bilibili. I actually bought more of Bilibili today after hearing the news that Tencent bought a 8% stake on Bilibili's holdings. So I actually bought 20 stocks today. I used to have one stock. If I did have 21 stocks to begin with, I think my total return would have been much, much better. And I hear Alibaba takes 8% return. Platform. Basically, a Bilibili is I guess it's kind of like a YouTube thing where it's like an entertainment experience. They cover like different like media, different videos. They broadcast. They have like a lot of animation, a lot of games, and etc. And they are currently the only company that Tencent is backing, as well as yeah. Actually, I take that back. They're Tencent and Alibaba are buying right now. They're the only company. Microsoft I have one share, doing pretty good. I have Visa as well. I have one share, 11% return. So it means just look at the return. Visa actually had better return. Really, these are stocks that I want to buy more as well. Kookmin Bank is one of the Korean bank based in Korea. I have currently 4 shares. They haven't been doing phenomenal, I would say, but I know their presence in Korea is pretty big. They also are a dividend player, so I actually plan to keep them for a while. Next is Delta Airlines. I really do like Delta Airlines. Delta is it's probably my airline of choice when I travel somewhere. I mean, sometimes I do find cheaper flights, but Delta usually has really good service. I think their services are exemplary. I have 5.56% return so far. Quite a little bit of a dividend player as well. Zendesk as well dropped at 1% today. I have one share of Zendesk. Yeah, as you can see that when I first started, I have a MasterCard. Fujifilm is a Japanese camera company based in Japan. Sometimes they say so many obvious things. I have 5 shares, about 20% return. They've been doing really good. Corbus Pharmaceutical is one of the marijuana stock that I have. I currently have 20 shares, equity of $174. The total return so far is 18.7%. It actually used to be higher. If you go a little bit more back around here, it was the highest. And I'm kind of worried about it. I do feel like I need to pull back and then sell my stock on Corbus, because I do feel like at some point someone's going to come up with the research or some type of study that says marijuana is bad for you. They're going to say some random stuff like marijuana cause I don't know, like bladder cancer or something. Then I feel like this marijuana bubble will burst. However, for right now, I'm just holding on to it. I do feel like I should be holding on to some marijuana companies. This is one of the ones that I'm holding on to. Amarin is another pharmaceutical company that I like. This is I got to know this while working in the hospital. This is basically they produced a medication called Vascepa. Vascepa is it's a therapeutic polyunsaturated fatty acid. Basically, some type of fatty acid that you eat. It's like omega-3 type of stuff. You take it, you supplement yourself with it, and your risk of cardiovascular events go down significantly. I don't remember the exact number, but it's like 20% or something. So that's roughly when I bought the stock, when I found out about this, they have been doing pretty well as well. But I mean, all this health stocks, I don't really know what's gonna happen. We come up with new things every single day and every single month, every single season, so they might change. But I have 13 stocks, and fortunately, they have been doing pretty good recently. Next is Canopy Growth, another marijuana company. Haven't been doing well today, but have been doing pretty well. Like if you look at here, 73% return. That is phenomenal. I mean, that means if I had $100, I would have gained $73 off of it. And if I had $10,000, $7,000. Imagine that. Next is GW Pharmaceuticals, another marijuana company. I should really consolidate these companies or something. 47% return. This is another company that I do feel like will pull back sometime soon, so I'm kind of keeping a close eye on this. Access Financial is a bank. They have different services. They were recently voted by some newspaper or something to have the best checking account. It's based in California. Next I have is the Airmark. Airmark is another. So this is relatively new company. I only have $200. Total return is 1.2. Yeah, relatively new. I bought this in 20. Yeah. Next is ADT. ADT is a security company. I have 10 shares, about $80. I have 11% return so far. This is also a new thing. Yeah. Altria, another one. 9 shares, about $440. I have 0.45% return so far. Dividend is 6%. Next I have is Tiffany. Tiffany is a jewelry company that I actually have never bought from, but I know that the girls really like it. 4% return, PE ratio of 25, dividend yield of 1.8. Tiffany. Dave & Buster's my next one. I have 4 shares, $200, 4.31% minus return. I bought this recently as well. When I first bought this, I wanted to actually buy about $400 to $500 to start with. I actually thought I bought about $500 worth of stocks, and somehow I ended up buying $200. And right now I don't regret it at all. I think eventually I will buy more of this on February 19th, so that's very, very new. But I do feel like I will buy more of Dave & Buster's stocks later in the future. Next is Air Transport Services. This one I literally bought like less than a week ago. This is an air transportation service for transport of like packages. I bought this when I found out that Amazon is working with them to transport packages and cargo and all that stuff. Yeah, so this was one of the companies that Amazon was working that I really didn't know about. So I did a lot of research on the company, and I bought 5 shares. This is also new as well. And that's it. These are stocks that I'm watching right now. So if you look, so that's all the stocks that I have. I have $9,231. If you like my video, just like and comment and subscribe. If you have any advice or any recommendations that you want to give me, please feel free to. Like I said before, investing is not something that I do for a living, and I'm very open to learning more about investing and then possibly making smarter choices in the future. All right, thank you.